What's going on, guys? Eternalin back with another episode of Brutally Honest, and today we are going to cover the Wrath of Sarugami, one of my absolute favorite legendaries in this game. While this thing is incredibly niche, and you have to specifically build around it at least to make it good or viable, this thing can be, I guess, put on any character, but it primarily excels on the samurai. Um, as you all know, with my Sarugami Samurai, this is one of my all-time favorite builds. Um, Something about the three counters with intimidating counter is just so satisfying. And now that you can actually put Moon Stance on there, I like it even more because you can go from a Moon Master cancel straight into a perfect parry. There is literally no downtime for those of you that are unaware. You can go straight from a Moon Master cancel into a perfect parry. And again, on the Samurai, if built properly, this thing can actually do massive amounts of damage. You can easily do half of an Elder Oni Lord's health with 3 perfect parry attacks. Um, it's also nice to use when your bonus objective in Nightmare Survival is perfect parries, because it's actually asking you for the attacks, not the parries themselves. So when you do get a perfect parry and you attack 3 times, that's 3 towards that bonus objective. So something else to keep in mind. Um, I spent a lot of time working on a build to prioritize this over anything else for me with the samurai, just because I felt like, for me personally, the samurai was kind of boring. And when they gave us deep strikes at 25% melee damage and the ability to put, class specific perks and properties on legendary charms, mixing that with Injos gave you 40% extra damage. And that's huge. Huge, huge extra damage. Made this thing very viable. Um, Easily one of my favorite builds and easily one of my favorite legendaries. However, as much as I love this thing, for a rating, again, this is brutally honest. If you put this on anything other than the samurai, I'm gonna give this thing maybe a 4, and I honestly think that 4 is being generous. Um, but when you put it on a samurai, and then you build around it, and you basically make your build a Sarugami build, a Wrath of Sarugami build, um, I'm gonna give it closer to an 8. Again, it's very niche. I don't think it excels by just throwing it on whatever character, but again, on the samurai, it shines. Um, and and while I myself love it, and again, like I said in my community post, this is one of my favorite legendaries in the game, just because it does something very different um, than the norm, right? So for me personally, putting it on a samurai and building around it, I would give it a solid 8. Um, but on any other character, I'd say a 4, may even be too high. Alright guys, that's going to be it for this episode of Brutally Honest. If you enjoyed this video, please feel free to smash that like button. And if you'd like to stay up to date on all my content, feel free to subscribe as well. And if not, no worries. I'm sure I'll still catch you on the next one. Doses!